So this is how you can make $2,000 to $5,000 a month only utilizing Zoom or Google Meet as a 20-year-old or in your 20s as a young man. And look, there's multiple businesses out there. There's multiple business models such as e-com, trading, drop shipping. A lot of these businesses, they are very flashy and they are not beginner friendly. And by that, I don't mean that you cannot go ahead and try it. You can try it if you want to, right? But at the end of the day, you want to do something that you can have leverage, that you can take action now, and that's going to give you an immediate return of capital. So, what do? I do something called high ticket sales. And I got into it last year, less than a year and a half ago. And I started taking some meetings for businesses that are making 100 to 500 to even $1 million a month in cash collected. So, just to explain it briefly, as a closer, you're making 10 to 15% of the commission. Okay? You're making 10 to 15% commission on like the total cash collected that you do as a salesperson. And for people out there that are hearing sales, it's not really sales as in like pushing you and pressuring you into buying something. It's more like a psychological communication. It's like a normal conversation with a friend. You're guiding him so that he can make a decision that is going to benefit him at the end of the day. Now, you're collecting the cash. You're guiding him towards the sell, but you're taking the commission again, 10 to 15% for minimum purchases of 3,000, ranging from 3,000 to even tens of thousands of dollars per set, which means that you're making between $300 upwards of like thousands of dollars in commission per sale. And you can make multiple thousands of dollars in a day in commission as well, which is completely realistic. It's completely possible. And I've seen 16, 17-year-olds get into this industry and make their first $10,000 in like 30 days. And I'm like, wow. When I first got into it, I was watching these influencers, these YouTubers, making so much money doing high ticket sales. And I didn't believe it at first. But then after 6 months, only 6 months, which is also like such a short amount of time for a person to like get results, you know what I mean? Which means the industry is still like evergreen. Like, yeah, there are some people talking about like high ticket sales and stuff, but like majority of people are focused on doing like the flashy business models like drop shipping, trading, and all of those things. Where there's people like me getting into high ticket sales less than 6 months in 15K in commissions. How is that even possible? Simple. I took a risk, I bet on myself, and I made it happen. And I made it happen because I wanted different kind of results. I neglected the flashy stuff, the supposedly best opportunities out there in the market. And I got into something that's kind of boring, communication, talking to another human, and I get paid handsomely for it, which has enabled me to invest and diversify my income into different business avenues as well in the long run. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, you gotta take a serious look at what you're doing because you might be doing different businesses. First of all, just focus on one thing. And second of all, the business that you're doing, is it beginner friendly or not? Because here's the thing, business is a skill that you need to master over a long enough period of time for you to actually see results. And you need also a lot of capital. For example, drop shipping, you need a minimum of like $3,000 on site. You can make it happen with like 1,000 as well, but then you're going to get no much like of a difference on investing in results. When there's businesses like high ticket sales, where you don't have to invest a lot of money, actually, you don't have to invest almost nothing, and you can make $1,000 in a day in profit in commission. So what does make more sense? Like here's the thing, everybody wants to try to sell you something out there. Like there's so many course sellers trying to sell you the method, but then the method is you. Therefore, if you learn high ticket sales and there is such a big demand, because these businesses they already have the attention, They already have millions of people watching them. They already have qualified, nurtured potential clients that want to buy from them and willing to spend thousands of dollars in them. And the only thing I have to do as a closer doing high ticket sales is join through Zoom or Google Meet to these meetings, guide the person, collect the cash, and get the commission, baby. So it's really simple, it's really easy. And the main factor here that's going to enable you to have a success or not is your network. So it's beginner friendly. Yes, you need to get your network. And if you want some pointers and how you can start, if you are a little bit confused and like where to go, oh, do I have to outreach business owners? Do I have to outreach course sellers? Do I have to outreach influencers? Yeah, you can do that. It's going to take a lot of time, by the way. Or you can just access a network. And I have a lot of those networks because I've built them over the past 2 years. So if you're willing to take a bet on yourself, if you want to take action and you want to genuinely do this and have and see a change, see something new for you in your life, message me on Instagram and I'm willing to guide you in the right direction for free, of course. So I'll see you on the other side.